Yo, what is going on guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone. Now if you've watched the past few videos on the channel, then you'll know that I'm currently very much on the Project Exodus grind. I've captured so many things over the past few weeks, Exodus related, with them clearing out Old Town and everything, in preparation for the UK's tallest roller coaster. And believe me, that grind has not stopped. I've got some very exciting videos that should be coming out within the next few weeks. However, today I thought I'd take a moment to sit down in my room and talk about some rumours and speculation that's been going on about one particular ride at Thorpe Park, Derren Brown's Ghost Train.
My Ghost Train.
That's right, for a few weeks now I've had so many people messaging me and commenting, asking about all of these rumours that have started about this particular ride. And being in the position that I'm in nowadays, where I work very, very closely with Thorpe Park, unfortunately I'm not really able to speculate in these videos like I used to back in the day. But obviously times changed. I wouldn't change the position I'm in nowadays at all, but I do still very much enjoy bringing you guys the latest rumours and stuff. I do just need to film it in a different kind of way. So I'm obviously going to be reporting on everything that's been going on online. I'm going to kind of refrain from giving my own opinions on this. So yeah, of course, the main topic today is Derren Brown's Ghost Train, and this goes back technically to the end of last season. Just as Fright Nights was coming to an end, our friends over at Theme Park Guide posted these photos from within the Derren Brown's Ghost Train shop. And yeah, as you can see, there's some kind of construction walls that were built literally right at the end of last season, but because the season ended, no guests were able to go in that shop again after that point, so it caused a bit of a discussion online. However, naturally people moved on with other kind of news from UK theme parks coming out. However, recently our other friends over at Attraction Source then spotted that Derren Brown's Ghost Train had been removed from the Thorpe Park app. And yeah, you can actually do this yourself. If you go onto the Thorpe Park app, you can see the ride. You know, it's very bright. The ride is not named on there. It should be right about there, but there's no label for Derren Brown's Ghost Train. There's no label. So what is going on? Well, as we can see, if we look into the comments on this post, there's a lot of people basically saying, good. I'm glad that it's not there. There's people saying, so Derren Brown is permanently removed. The days of malfunctioning greasy headsets may be behind us. Hope it's been removed, to be honest. Scrap it and put a coaster there instead. So yeah, there's a lot of comments basically all discussing what the fact that this ride has been removed from the app could mean. And the main kind of things that people have picked out, there's four main speculation points as to what could be going on. And the first of these, not the most exciting at all, is simply it could be a mistake. Like, it literally could have accidentally been removed from the Thorpe Park app, and it just so happens that it's the one ride that has a few rumours already spiralling around it. So yeah, purely could be an app malfunction, could be a mistake, is number one. Number two is that perhaps Derren Brown's Ghost Train might not be opening at all for the 2023 season. Obviously the ride's still there. It was open right up until the end of the 2022 season. In fact, myself and the boys went on it. We had our annual final ride of the season on Derren Brown's Ghost Train. But people are thinking maybe this ride could be standing but not operating for the entirety of the 2023 season. Like, they've just got rid of it from the app. They're gonna pretty much pretend it's not there. The third possibility that people are speculating about is that they could potentially be making a few minor improvements to Derren Brown's Ghost Train that will then mean that it won't be open at the start of the 2023 season. So by removing it from the app, they're kind of setting people's expectations that they won't be able to ride Derren Brown's Ghost Train at the start of the 2023 season, because they are making a few adjustments to it, but it will open at some point in 2023, maybe a little bit more reliable and with a few minor improvements, but the ride will pretty much remain the same going onwards. And the final bit of speculation that is the most exciting, hence why I've left it till last, people are thinking the ride will not open in the same way that it has been operating since 2016. And there's many different levels to this. Like, at the very top level, it could be that they could completely strip out the ride system, get rid of like the trains and all of that aspect, and essentially they're left with the shell of a building, and they can then put whatever they want in there. Like, they could go back to the original Robo-Arm dark ride idea that I proposed back in like 2015. They could put in like a shooting ride. They could essentially change the entire aspect of what is in that building. And that's obviously the very top level. They'd be spending a hell of a lot of money on this and it'll be like a pretty major project. However, there are other ways in which they could completely change this ride. They could change the name of it, they could change the story that you're told going through this ride, they could change particular scenes within the ride, they could even get rid of the VR, which is something I've seen a lot of people wanting, like in the comments of this attraction source post and on the theme park guide post originally. People aren't massive fans of VR. It was a big trend back in the day, like with Galactica coming to Alton Towers, and Thorpe Park obviously introduced it in their new dark ride, Derren Brown Ghost Train. And I don't think VR necessarily went the way that Merlin and the industry in general were expecting. So could this be the chance that Thorpe Park take to completely remove the VR? That is what a lot of people are wishing for. I know I said I wouldn't give my opinion, but I've always been quite vocal about the fact that Derren Brown's Ghost Train is not my personal favourite ride on park. I think it was a very ambitious project and one that you've got to give credit to Thorpe Park and Merlin for trying. Like, it was a ride that had never been done before, and it was a partnership that I do think was very interesting. Like, partnering up with Derren Brown, an illusionist, was a cool thing, and it had the potential to be an incredible ride. Over the years, it hasn't quite hit. It's had a lot of reliability issues, so I've always been very vocal about the fact that it's not my favourite ride on park, and as I said, myself and the boys literally ride it once or twice a year max, and we're at Thorpe Park most weeks, so it kind of says it all. But yeah, as I said, I really want to hear your opinions down in the comments below, and yeah, of course, be sure to subscribe to the channel for even more Thorpe Park and particularly Project Exodus updates. As I said, we've got some very exciting stuff coming up over the next few weeks. And yeah, otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. My name's TheJackSilkstone. Goodbye.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK. Island flex when I step through the gate. Come true fresh with the style on flames. Dripped out, now I'm vibing. Link with the boys, jump straight to the island.